Previously on Into the Yonder Void, we were still stuck in this other plane trying to find Gil when we were accosted by a bunch of flying, but also grounded, misty demons. Fee went full magic explosion and saved us, potentially. Essentially. And then I had to fight to get her back, but we all made it through the portal, me, Fee, Loom, and we all ended up back in Astora. Everybody seemed a little changed, whether it be markings or upon their person, or in Gil's case, he has a flaming halo floating above his head now.
The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void.
Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Whoa!
A weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table, we have our players.
Look, it's me, Billy, that plays Nez.
Hey, howdy, hey, it's me, Tomas, and I play Gil.
Oh, hello there. I'm Lindsey, and I play Fee.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Can.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure. This is episode 87.
Go 187 on the
87.
birth year.
187.
Yeah, that's the year you guys were born.
5309.
Old.
Why are you telling everyone?
Ow! Why did that hurt so much? Old.
Just really channeling that teenage girl
Yeah,
energy.
No
Just like pinpoint.
no attempt at elaboration. Just the thing that hurts loudly.
87. Old.
Like, if you
Loud
were to
and
switch to Mika's
dismissively.
POV, it's like the RoboCop, like, finding the weak point and just being like,
Fat.
old.
Stupid. Bad hair.
Bad.
Insecure.
Back hair.
Divorced. We have a new patron. We have a review. Also, same person. Thank you, Wingless, for suddenly hopping on the top tier. As a top tier
Hell
Marshall
yeah.
patron, you get access to really cool stuff like an NPC in the game and a swag bag.
You just don't have access to wings, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, we
And an
can't get
executive
wings.
producer credit.
Exactly. So, thank you for your patronage. You're awesome.
Thank you, Wingless.
Thank you, Wingless.
We appreciate
Thanks.
it.
Here's their review, which they left in our Discord.
Hey.
Also, part of being on the Discord, you get colored tier labels for yourself, so you can
And
stand
access
out
to
among the crowd.
certain channels.
Yeah, he has a VIP lounge access. There's a lot of cool shit, guys. Check out our Patreon. But this is his review. After scrolling through many podcasts, I stumbled upon this podcast and have been listening ever since. I recently got to episode 48 of season 2, and I'm excited to see what happens next. This podcast has reignited my love for D&D and reignited my want to be a DM. Thank you, Wingless.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you,
to hear
Thank
it.
you, Wingless.
Love to hear it.
They are another person that has discovered us on Pandora. Thank you, Pandora, for I don't know what is going on over there, but thank you for bumping us up because so many people listen
Yeah.
on Pandora.
Pandora pushing the podcast.
Yes. Also, Wingless, I believe their favorite character is Nez.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
And their favorite NPC is Loom.
Hell yeah.
Whatever.
Loom
You
is
guys are
weird lately.
assholes.
Sleeping on Loom.
He's not
He
psycho.
has such a mysterious
So
backstory. I assume he's attractive. He sounds attractive.
Did you
think all
clarify
the
whether he was
NPCs
attractive?
Yeah, I said he was handsome, but he was like shabbily dressed and
That's
yeah.
my type.
Yeah.
handsome but shabbily dressed. He never sleeps.
He's pre-Genie Aladdin.
Okay. All right.
really?
That was my celebrity
I thought-
crush.
Celebrity crush.
I thought Loom was like super old and like
What?
I don't know why I had that in my head. He's super old.
Nope.
And
No,
just,
he is
like,
a PYT.
withered. Like I remembered
It's
the
the voice.
tattered clothes. I don't know.
Is that pretty young thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question.
How did we get to this campfire? Where'd this campfire come from? Where are we? Are we in a campground? Is this a sanctioned campfire? Is this up to code?
All of your questions will not be answered.
Oh no, here comes that bear.
For tonight's Around the Campfire question, I'm going to give you the name of a member of your party, and I want you to tell me what you think that person's greatest strength is. And I haven't even opened my dice yet, so let's flip to see who we're doing. We're going to start with Gil, and I want you to tell me what you think Nezrah's greatest strength is.
Oh, fuck.
He's gonna love that. Nezrah's like, oh yay. Grade me, please.
And then he's going to fall into a deep well of depression.
Nezrah is a thinker, and while sometimes I think it is easy to overthink I'm thinking, I think that Nez really thinks when it counts, and he can solve problems that I can't. So I value his big old lizard brain.
Excellent. All right, next we're going to do... That's Gilligan. And Gilligan.
You can call me Gilligan if you want.
Do you have an
Fee.
Oh, hi.
And I want you to tell me about what you think Can's greatest strength is.
Oh my gosh. So Can is really, really good at just being so chill about things and like situations. Things will happen and seem kind of crazy, but if you look over at Can, she's just like, yeah, like she's just fine, and it's impeccable, and it's such a big strength to be able to take a big challenge and then be able to be like, this is nothing, we got this. So yeah, I love that. Can's, I guess, confidence. So yeah,
Excellent.
They're confidence.
confidence.
Confidence. Yes, so confident.
Oh, love.
Nezrah, I want you to tell me what you think Fee's greatest strength is.
Hell of an ass.
Super hot.
Super hot. Got the ass of a dancer.
And the credit score of a dancer.
I think Fee's greatest strength comes in her ability to band people together. She's very group oriented and acts as almost like a mediator, or kind of like Fee acts as like a group adhesive and is really great at bringing everybody together for a common cause.
Excellent. Thank you. And by process of elimination, Can, I want you to tell me Gil's greatest strength.
My fucking arms.
I think Gil's greatest strength is probably how decisive he is. Even though sometimes that'll take us in some pretty dumb directions. But I never would have fought that big cat if he hadn't made some really quick and silly decisions very fast without consulting any of us. Additionally, a close second is he's always game for a little booze, and maybe a little food.
All right. Thank you.
Can rate
You're
people like does Can rate people that she wants to be around on like how willing they are to get food?
It's a factor.
Yeah, that checks.
You don't want to travel with someone who doesn't want to stop for food.
That's true. That sucks.
No, we are on a timetable.
That's why Can and Nez can never be best friends.
Does Nez not eat?
Nez eats. He's just not driven
Fee
by
doesn't.
or enticed.
Gil,
He's
does
not treat
sometimes.
motivated.
Right.
Gil is willing to eat food, but he's never really hungry, if that makes sense.
You were going after
Straight
those
up
bowls
dead.
of dirt
Just
pretty
not
hard.
even alive. Right, not even alive.
The dirt was good.
Not even alive.
This shit is
Person. He's
fucking
just
great.
straight up dead. That'd be so crazy. Are you dead? Is Gil
I
dead?
feel pretty alive, baby.
Yeah.
All right, shall we get started?
Yes.
For the love of God.
When we last left off, you guys half of you had just come through a trial. The other half had come through a different type of trial, but you guys were all in this extra planar area completing different goals and came through relatively unscathed, except for these new additions to a lot of you guys' physical anatomy. You've got Can with the weird spider legs. You've got Loom, who is blind but can see pinpricks of light. You've got Fee with her jowl tattoos. You've got Gil with his halo of fire. And both Can and Gil have circle and eye tattoos on the backs of their hands from completing the trial. And right at the end there, an orb appeared in the air, kind of, with an internal red, kind of almost looking menacing, flaming color inside. And Gil accepted it and found out it was a memory orb, memory stone, something of that nature.
Question about all this.
Yeah.
Does the fire do anything mechanically? Does it affect my shadow in any way?
It does affect your shadow.
Oh.
So when you look at your shadow, I was hoping for a later reveal of this, but when you look down at your shadow, you see that it is now tinged with like a blood red color, and it kind of expands rather than diminishes based on the light. It sort of looks like it expands and spreads out a little bit more.
I was thinking about how funny it'd be if Gil tried to hide now. Like, you just see a giant fiery ring as he's peeking over something.
Yeah,
As far as you can tell mechanically, you can't not tell any difference at the moment.
Okay. Same with the hand tattoos. Like
Yeah, the hand tattoos, as far as you guys can tell, nothing out of the ordinary. They just are there on your body now.
Twins.
And I still have my antlers.
Correct.
Okay.
Were we going through a trial that we failed then, me and Nez?
No, you could basically surmise that the
Oh.
travel itself through the rifts was part of the reason. Nez just got a much higher wisdom save. So as you guys kind of come together finally after a little time separated, you do find that you're unable to discern, no matter what you try, what this orb is really about. You know that it is, even if you were to try to do identify, it's like it's slippery. As you're examining this orb of what was called the memory stone, it's hard to know how to access it or utilize it.
I don't even really attempt to do anything to discern what this is. I'm going to walk up to Fee and I'm going to be like, hey, you want this?
Fee's starfish on the ground and like just sat up. Do I recognize what this is?
Give me an Arcana check. Okay. It's going to be a real high DC, but it is technically possible, I guess.
8.
No, you have no idea what this is.
What is that?
That ball of energy or whatever was like, here's a memory stone. And I'm like, I already remember everything about my life.
Feel like jump up and take it.
Yeah, you have fun with that. I don't know how to do shit with it, but
Thank you, Gil.
yeah. And then I offer a hand to help her up.
Oh, I already jumped up. To
Oh,
grab
you-
it. Yep.
you-
I straight up
You're like leading as she
yeah,
hops up.
Whoop, whoop.
Can, as you're, kind of doing whatever you're doing, there's another like little sparkle of light, and a thin wooden ring appears in the air in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it floats toward you, and it says, "Trial complete. Gift."
Wow, this wasn't even my trial. Did they have this gift just ready? Can I put it on?
You sure can. Try to put it on.
I put it on.
Okay. You slide it on, and it says, "Ring of Intellect." And you receive a +1 to your intelligence.
Fuck yeah.
I didn't even have to go to school for it.
So make sure you update your sheet.
I'm smart now.
Fuck you, academia.
What would it feel like to suddenly get smarter?
Taking Adderall.
I've been chasing that since I saw Limitless.
Man.
I saw that movie and I was just like, oh my god, I want it so much.
So then what?
So you slide that ring on, and you feel slightly more focused, more clued in to the world around you.
Do I have answers to any lingering questions that I've been carrying with me through life?
No, but you feel like maybe if you put your mind to it, you could discern some of them eventually.
Okay.
Well, my bad, guys. I don't know what you guys were up to, but Ken and I had a little adventure.
I'm blind.
Okay, well, you should probably fix that if you can.
You probably can't see it, but Gil and I got matching hand tattoos.
I can see a blue light revolving around both of your pinpricks of light. Perhaps that's it.
Are they blue?
No.
Wow.
Nah, probably not.
Yeah, and your eyes are really fucked up, huh? Well, shit, that's going to be a problem. Are we going to need to fix his eyes if he's coming with us?
I thought you were going to say, are we going to need to leave Loom?
Just drowns him in this pond.
I mean, we got some shit to do, and if you suddenly can't see, how are we supposed to get you around,
I have an idea, but it's a temporary solution, and not even a very good one at that.
Is it glasses?
No. I think I could summon Sif, and Sif could act as possibly a guiding light for Loom.
I'm definitely willing to try it.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that eventually. Right now, I think we should focus on getting to the inn where they were supposed to meet up with the person that hired them to steal my sketchbook, and we should try and confront them.
Oh, yeah, that kid.
The Doomah Inn, correct?
Correct.
Well, what time is it? It seemed like we were gone a long time.
It seems like you guys landed in relatively the same time of day, which is still late morning.
Sweet.
And hopefully at some point we can talk to T. Maybe you can tell me a little bit more about this thing.
Not late morning, late afternoon, sorry.
Are you guys all right? What happened to you?
Oh. I'm fine. Kinda. It's fine. We should probably just keep on moving.
We were told that we needed to vacate the plane, otherwise we would be exterminated from existence.
Oh, did you talk to that weird robe guy? The shiny guy?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
We had to eat some everleaves, and we flew.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah. It was neat until the entire plane seemed to be possessed by some sort of demonic mist.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And so we had to fly, and there was a confluence beast that was basically like a walking island, and we had to escape through a portal, and that's how we ended up here.
You know that glowy guy said that I was early. That I'm assuming you guys were supposed to come with me later or something, but we completed what we went in there for. I still don't really understand why. I hugged the weird gross spider lady.
Not me.
No, that was a separate spider thing.
Well, yeah, I
were
was
in-
clarifying for the rest of the group.
right. And then we climbed my weird haunted house, and
Yeah, that was pretty different. It was like your house, just yeah.
but you guys
Creepier.
didn't complete the trial yet, so you might have to do it again.
Oh god.
But
Wait, I thought the trial was only for you. I thought their whole mission was just climbing up that big old beast.
Then why the hell
Get in
did
the
you
dock.
get a gift for completing the trial, Kane?
Because
Because
I
Tanner
was
went into the
allowed to
trial
jump
with you.
onto yours.
Which it tells me that everyone needs to do a trial, man.
My trial was your trial, brother.
Or maybe Nez and Fee have to do some weird warlock ritual or something.
Oh, yay.
I think until we're confronted with that, we can probably sideline the trial.
Perhaps it's at the Doomah Inn.
Perhaps. Let's make our way to the Doomah Inn. We need to hide in the Willow Room. That's where Hazen was supposed to meet this benefactor.
Man, it's good you're here. I lost track of all of what we are doing here. Weren't you supposed to do shit with the prince? Fee?
I don't know where the fuck he went again. I don't know.
Good riddance.
But
So-
yes, I am supposed to. So I'm hoping he's just sneaking around and we'll bump into him again.
But so it doesn't count as done yet. We have to keep
No,
looking for him.
I don't think so.
Ugh, shit.
I mean,
Oh, and Nez starts rummaging through his satchel, and he pulls out a piece of parchment.
I'm supposed to remind you, Gil, to kill Crumb.
Oh,
no, do not kill Crumb. No.
Just try it. Let's see what happens.
was that me reminding you or somebody else?
Please leave Crumb alone.
Did I give you
Take
that
Crumb
reminder?
I can bring it back.
myself,
Fee.
I can handle this. Don't
Crumb.
worry. Bring it.
You can handle it. That's not my issue. It's just that he's killed you before, and it.
Yeah,
I don't
the lucky
wanna-
shot is what it was.
Just let Crumb be. Just let him be.
You better.
Please.
You know what's good for you.
Crumb, please stop.
Who gave you that reminder to give me?
You asked me to remind you.
Oh, good. All right, I will attack Crumb.
Can I try to stand in front?
You can.
I'm saving my energy for this.
Give me a dex save real quick, then.
I just got a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Okay, he's too fast for you.
God damn it.
Fee.
I just slap him.
Okay.
But I mean,
All right,
he only
roll.
has 1 HP.
God damn it.
Yeah. So you slap him, and he just poofs out of existence.
Gil, why? Why? Nezrah, why did you write it down?
He was talking shit.
My captain gave me an order. I had to follow it.
Oh.
Honestly, it's nothing personal. I'm just following through with what I set up for myself. To be true,
That's commendable.
to be true, Crumb and I sort of bonded a little bit when he went in with me, but then he flaked off like a little scaredy cat. So, but I don't know. He's all right, I guess.
He might have been helpful with guiding Loom while we're waiting for Neff to get here. Neff? Sif.
You were looking at me, and I'm like, what?
It was Neff.
Nefertiti?
Neff is one of the
The
one of
god-
the gods of the moon.
Moons.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, well, we're waiting for Sif. Why can't I say names? And I'm sober. Sif?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're waiting for Sif to get here. I thought maybe, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just go to the Doomah Inn. I'll bring him back when we have a second.
I mean, it takes the same amount of time, right, for both of you guys, so...
Yes, and it's not something that we're focusing on right now. Right now, we want to get to the Doomah Inn and hide in the Willow Room
Yes.
to confront Hazen's benefactor.
And then talking to T and hopefully finding the prince. And all the other things on our list.
Yeah, Nez pulls out this Walgreens receipt length of list of things to do.
All right, I'm just along for the ride, baby. This is you guys' like side trip or something.
Okay, I try and get our bearings back
Okay.
based on where we ended up and where we were headed or directed to go to the Doomah Inn.
I can use navigate.
HP?
I'm injured, but I'm not like terrible.
I'm fine.
I can well, how injured are you? Is it obvious to everyone?
I thought when we got back
Close
to
to
Astoria,
half.
we got like a long rest or like the effects of a long rest. Or
Did
did I
we?
imagine that?
Did we get the effects of a long rest, Seth, when we came back?
I don't remember that.
I may have-
remember.
sorry,
that,
I may have
but we
imagined that.
can.
I'm sorry.
I feel
I
like
don't want to
would've-
pressure you.
I
into
feel
No,
like
it's
I
fine.
would
giving
have.
us.
I would have instantly done it if
Okay.
it were
Okay.
a
Yeah,
thing.
it's fine.
Ignore me.
Sophia's a little beat up. Like maybe like
She's seen better days.
are your like clothes like singed? And
Yeah, I was
shit?
just gonna say I'm like have like some like scuff burn marks and just a little singe just from my explosion.
hairs like all
Yeah.
over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I can help Nez with some of my navigator's tools.
Okay.
and
Yeah, if
survival
you
or
use
something.
if you help him with navigation tools, then you can roll survival with advantage, Nez.
Okay. Are we that far like outside of Astoria?
No, you guys are in the center of it, but you guys are in that recessed little park area with the lake, and you guys were running through the town, a
Yeah.
town that you hadn't been through
Right.
That's
before.
fair.
We've-
Okay.
we
I'll
haven't
like
been
pull
through
out my
anything.
looking glass and stuff and like give it to him to like look around to get a good path.
You said with advantage, right?
Correct.
Sweet. 14 survival.
14. You are pretty sure, like you've got a pretty strong sense of confidence that you can lead you guys back on the right path.
All right.
But you do know you'll probably have to climb back up onto the roofs.
Okay.
All right, I think we need to go this way.
And I point with like all my fingers, like just a straight arm and hand.
The military point.
Yes.
All right, let's go.
So yeah, with a 14, you're able to kind of navigate everyone up and across the roofs and in the direction of the Doomah Inn. And after not long, you guys, just as it's starting to get closer to evening, you guys find yourselves walking across this roof that's kind of a red slate color, and it's very, very flat, and there's a lot of people walking in this direction. You see, there are a lot of places that look like they are inns, but there is one with a giant sign out front that you cannot read the language of, but you do see that there is a turtle on it.
Was that a thing?
Oh, did I never... In case I forgot to mention, you would have learned that Doomah is a type of turtle.
Oh.
Ow. Doomah.
Doomah
Inn.
We made that joke. Yep. Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we should approach with some heightened sense of preparedness,
All right.
just in case there's a trap.
All right, Nez, recap me. Why are we doing this and why should we give a shit?
So, Hazen, our dwarven friend that stole my sketchbook that we caught,
Yeah.
said that they were hired by someone that they don't know the name of to steal said sketchbook for unknown reasons, and they seem to be under some sort of duress and or spell, possibly, to make them do these things. And we, being the malicious and vengeful group that we are, want to get to the bottom of it and exact our revenge.
Okay, got it. So we shouldn't.
Also, Also, we were supposed to go to the Doomah Inn because of Vandalash.
Shh, don't say his name.
Who?
He who must not be named.
Who the hell is that?
I believe he seems to be a prominent figure in Astora, possibly the mayor.
Oh, right. That's why we're That's right. That's why we're here. Yeah, he's the one who
He invited us and told us to bring weapons to his abode.
That's the one. Yeah, and I was seeking him out because of shit.
Because of this.
Yep, Vandalash is who's going to tell us about the gems. That's why. So absolutely, yeah. We need to find out what these are before that weird guy comes back and tries to take them.
Maybe he can tell you about the memory stone or something.
That's true.
It seems gem adjacent at the least.
Yeah, realm of gem, definitely.
The gem quadrant.
Okay, let's go. And I'm just, I'll go in and open the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys step inside, and you slide the door open, and immediately you are welcomed by the sight of polished floors, pillars. It's very vast inside. There is a long, sparkling blue carpet that leads up to an ornate dark wood desk. There are people running to and fro. This looks like a big operation. They're all wearing the same colored robes. They're all wearing blue and white robes. And they're, darting around. You see that there's a lot of guests moving through here. And you see a large, ornate staircase that leads up to an upper level. But as you step forward and look up, you can see that you are in the, center of many, 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 many mezzanines all the way up. Floor after floor after floor. It looks like there's at least 10. This place is huge, and there's just a bustling hive of activity.
Does it look this big on the outside?
It was hard to tell because there's so much kind of
Everything's
stacked on
interconnected.
top of it. Yep.
Okay.
So it's surprising at first, but thinking about it, it doesn't seem like magical or it just seems like
Not a
was an
TARDIS
optical
situation.
illusion. Yes, correct.
Okay. That's mostly what I was after. Okay, cool.
This place kind of reminds me of the Opal Spire.
Oh, your desired destination for debauchery.
Right, I told you about that on our trip that one time. Yes, it is very tall like this. Maybe there's some weird fun shit to get into here.
It's possible.
Is there a concierge behind the desk?
Yeah, there's a couple of people behind the desk. They're all the same, furry, scaly individuals, and they all seem very, very busy.
Okay,
Did that dwarf guy give us a room number?
It's the Willow Room.
Willow Room.
Is there a map kiosk that leads us to Willow Room?
You are here. I'm gonna approach the desk and let them.
Don't give away too much.
Hi, we're here visiting our friend in the Willow Room. Could we get directions to and/or possibly a key, please?
The individual the closest one, she kind of tilts her head. I'm sorry. You're here to see a guest?
Yes, I believe under the name Hazen.
Hazen. And you said the Willow Room. Do you happen to know which floor's Willow Room?
I imagine it's the top floor.
Yeah, let me see here. Well, we do have a guest under the name of Hazen. Do you happen to have any proof that you were seeking them? We haven't seen them come back.
We're meeting back up before dinner. He wanted me to meet him down in the lobby and get his sword from up there.
He was a dwarf kid. He was this tall, coppery hair, looked a little surly.
Give me a deception, Can.
14.
14. She kind of eyes you a little bit, and you can kind of see her facial expression relax a little bit. You're meeting him here and grabbing his sword from his room.
Yeah, he asked me to.
I see. And why can't he do it himself?
Because he's out on errands and he doesn't want to go all the way back up to his room. before we all leave for dinner because we have reservations.
And you have reservations where?
Noodles.
That sounds like the one. We're new in town. Hazen's gonna show us the way. He says it's a great restaurant.
Okay, with Gil's help, you can roll deception with advantage.
17.
She seems to relax. Something about you seems to put her at ease. Well, I suppose if you're just running up there, I can. Jocelyn! And this like young little guy comes running over. Here. Will you take them up to the Willow Room on the 8th floor, and do not let them be in there for longer than 2 minutes. Okay, all right, now 2 minutes, and that is your time limit, so I don't expect you guys to be waiting around in there.
Okay. Like I said, we have reservations, so we're kind of in a rush.
Question.
What were you going to say, Gil?
Is anyone visibly reacting to the halo?
No.
Like, nobody's even caught a glance at it? Like,
nobody's even looked up at it. They've looked at you.
Yeah, I want to say that I've been kind of, like, self-conscious about it, so I'm, like, overlooking at the crowd as we're standing here. Like, I'm just, like, trying to gauge the people around us.
Yeah, no, it's, nobody's even, like, flicked a glance at it. Okay, and so this Jocelyn starts leading you guys toward the stairs. Sorry, it's a bit of a climb. You can, well, I guess, do you guys want to take the elevation tool?
What's that?
It's like a pulley system that it's easier to use than the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then follow me then. And he rushes, like he just takes off at a sprint down a hallway.
This sounds like it's going to kick ass, and I follow him.
Okay, you guys rush after him. He hangs a left, you guys hang a left, he hangs a right, you guys hang a right, and eventually he gets to the end of this. It looks like a dead end at this hallway, and there's just like this panel. Okay, all right, just 1 second. And he slaps his hand on the panel, and it's the wall slides up at the end of this, and you guys see what is essentially like looks like a large wooden basket, kind of, and it's structured in a way so that there's almost like the bottom section is more covered, the top section's more like open, and then there's an encased top, and at the top is a big hook connected to several ropes that look very strong, thick ropes. And if you look out, you can see that you are looking down into a valley from somewhere, some elevation in a mountain.
Cool.
Whoa.
All right, come on, and I think we can all fit.
Nice.
As we get in, Nez is going to get his sketchbook out and start taking notes on the mechanisms.
Okay. All right. And then you watch as Jocelyn tugs on a pulley, like a red rope that kind of is flapping down. He tugs on it, and suddenly guys feel being wrenched up. And as you go up and up, you can see down into this valley, and you can see the slope of the mountain that you're currently in. And there's more roofs and stuff like that lead all the way down into this valley. So you guys are looking out over this valley, then down into the remainder, what could be considered maybe like the outside section of Astora that flows down in this valley, and then a bit beyond the valley, you can see the ocean. So, because you've realized at this point that this island is not super big, but yeah. So you go up and up and up and up, and I don't know if any of you guys have ever been super high. Well, I guess Fee and Nez were recently super high up in the air, but how do the rest of you guys feel about this heights?
Lonesome Bluff was really high up, the whole village. So Gil's pretty accustomed to high elevation.
What about Can?
I'm a sea level type.
So does this make you uncomfortable?
I'm not uncomfortable, but my ears are popping a little bit.
And you guys are pulled up and up and up, and eventually you stop It's not like a violent stop. It's just a little rough. And then he slaps the panel, and another doorway opens into another hallway. And this hallway looks a little bit different. It's a bit more polished than even the polished floors of the lobby. It looks like somehow they got either stone up here or just like thin platelets of stone to kind of line the floors and the walls. It's like a burnished red, brown color. It's very earthy, but it looks very nice. And there's sconces on the wall that have mage light in them, just kind of floating around these like almost thorns of the sconce. And he leads you down. He takes off at another sprint, and just kind of, leads you guys through and takes a left and then stops in front of a door.
All right, this is the Willow Room. So, Mistress said 2 minutes, so I'll count to 2 minutes, and then whenever you guys should be gone by then. And I'll lead you back.
Okay, thanks very much.
And he pats something on the door. You watch it, like his fingertips light up, and then he slowly slides the door open, revealing the inside of this room. Do you guys step in?
Yes.
All right, you step in and you see what is roughly probably like a 15 by 15 chamber. It's separated by different sections that are like dividers, like paper wall dividers that don't go. They're like usually like 4 to 5 feet high. Just kind of section off different sections of the room. There's a large matted bed rests on the floor. There is probably the most prominent feature is you see this like dark wood chest tucked underneath a table, and it's pretty substantial size. You can see that there is one window that is covered by heavy curtains, and you see that there's a little basin one side for like washing up. But it's a pretty sparse area, and it doesn't look like anybody's really been in it. In fact, when you walk in, it smells fairly fresh, as if there hasn't been anybody hanging out in here.
I'm going to get up to some mischief. I would like to get some water from the basin, and I would like to dump some of it on the bed, but under a couple of the sheets, so it's not obvious that it's been soiled until you get in.
Okay, give me a mischief roll.
Okay. 23.
23 for your mischief roll. Okay, yeah, you are able to easily gather some water, and without anybody even really paying attention to what you're doing, as is kind of the benefit of mischief, you start putting some water underneath these sheets and blankets in the bed.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like walking around like I'm inspecting the place, and then just like I can't help myself.
Just weird ass shit.
I am also gonna like tap my hoof on the chest, the darkwood chest, and see if it has any sort of reaction upon activation.
So yeah, you tap your hoof on the chest, and it has a very solid sound. This sounds like a very thick chest, and from your kind of plundering days, you would know that those are typically harder to break open.
But it has no magical like reaction.
It doesn't have a magical reaction. It seems like if there's any sort of security on it, it's the chest itself.
All right. How do you guys want to get the drop on this asshole? And I'm going to try and start opening the chest. If it requires like thieves' tools, I can try and start picking it too.
Okay, it will require thieves' tools.
Okay.
Do we know exactly when the person's coming back?
Nope.
26.
Okay. Yeah, you start working on it. It's a complex lock. You realize you think you can do it, but it'll take you a few minutes probably.
This is weird. Weirdly secure.
Yeah, maybe there's something important in there, something good.
So how do we want to do this? Do we want to use like magic?
Question for you, Seth. Mechanically speaking, if I were to cast slow on somebody, would that cause them to perceive time differently?
It sort of does from a perspective. They move slower. Everybody else around them is regular speed. It's almost, it would, the way I would reason it is that it would it slows down their processes. So it's not like they're sitting there trapped in a slow body. They just perceive everything as happening in a slower rate, or as if everything around them has sped up and they're trying to keep up with it.
Okay. I'm going to save it. Just in case, if this douchebag does show up, can maybe cast slow on them.
The trap spell, that takes like 10 minutes, right, to cast, Mika? The snare? Or a minute?
Right.
Yes, 1 minute.
Okay, so we technically have enough time for Can to cast that one spell that picked up that one thing, if we want to do that.
Okay, that'd be good.
Are there any closets in this room?
There is one thing that is probably a closet. There's a sliding door.
Would it contain Nez and his 6'7"?
It goes from like about 2 inches off, like the opening is like 2 inches off the ground, and it goes all the way up to the ceiling. So possibly.
We open it and someone's in there.
4 dead bodies fall out.
You open it and it's long. It's probably 6 feet long, but it's only about a 1.5 foot deep.
Oh,
So it's pretty narrow, but it's long.
how tall?
That would essentially end up being about 10 foot tall.
Oh, okay, sweet.
I'm going to hide in here?
Sick. That's a good idea. Hiding. And then we could kind of listen in and see what they say if they don't know we're here, though. I mean, I can like hide under the bed because I'm right over here. I
can hide under the covers.
I would obscure us, but I don't have the energy to do so. How noticeable is this halo on my head?
Can we see the halo?
You guys can, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty noticeable.
Is it giving off light, like ambient light around it?
Just in its just around it, and you see that it changes the shape of the shadow, as I mentioned, but it's not like radiating.
Okay.
It's just like it just kind of clings to the halo itself.
Interesting. Well, okay. So did I get the chest open or not? Or
yes, you can open the chest. So you open the chest and you see pure blackness inside the chest.
Oh no, not one of these.
Hey, we saw something like this. Can you remember this?
Wait, is this the tooth thing?
Does this go downstairs?
Are there teeth down there?
Does this go downstairs? I yell into the chest.
It feels like when you yell into the chest, it doesn't reverberate like there's space there. It almost seems like you're up, like yelling into a sheet.
Oh.
Is there anything around me, like an object that I can plunk in there?
There's a lamp that's got a mage light in it.
I don't want to give up our light, but is there like a pen on a table or like a...
It's pretty sparse inside here. You might have to use some of your own belongings.
I get a pillowcase from the bed.
Okay, gotcha.
And I toss that in.
All right, you toss it in, and it's like shadow separates for a second. It's almost like it's sinking into oil. Like it like sinks into this blackness, and it almost gives you the impression that there is something there.
Does this
This
shadow
blackness-
look like the island shadows that were encroaching upon things?
No. This is like a deep void. Yeah.
What if I threw I have a jar full of pebbles. What if I take a pebble out and just throw a pebble down?
Are
You
they
wanna do that?
valuable pebbles?
Does it drop?
It hits like the edge, like it goes beyond the edge of the chest, and then it just disappears as well, almost like sinking into oil.
And it makes no audible sound?
Correct.
Okay.
Interesting.
Somebody could probably hide in there.
What's going on out there?
I mean, I didn't claim a hiding spot yet, but
I mean, who knows where it goes, but you never know.
I mean, might make more sense to like hide in another hiding space just because, what the fuck is this?
I'm squeezing under the bed. It's
So the bed is on the ground. So
all
it's a
right.
mattress that just sits on it. It's not raised at all.
Is this chest big enough with which to contain a person and like fit into the shape
The
of
dimensions of it?
Yeah.
I think most people probably could.
I'm going to do one more scan of the room and see if there's anything that looks like a potential hiding spot other than the closet.
Are there curtains?
Yep, there's curtains.
So
heavy like daylight blocking curtains.
Oh, nice. So we can, if there's 2 curtains, we can have a couple of people hide behind some curtains.
Correct, yeah.
You know what, guys? I think I'm going to go in the chest.
Don't do
I know
that.
it's probably not a good idea.
No, we
but
don't have
there-
time
There's
for
something
other
about
shit,
this
man.
inky void
Gil.
that is calling to me.
I say no.
I'm stepping in.
Gil,
All right, I'm gonna
Gil.
just hop in here, and then
Don't.
you guys do your thing.
on,
Maybe
Gil.
cast that spell, like I said, and then we only have a limited time.
Please stop. No.
Somebody, Fee, take this too,
No,
and then I step into the
Gil,
chest.
goddammit.
I grab him.
You grab him.
Can I, seeing Can
already
grab,
went
can
to
I
the
try to help?
Yeah, you two can try to yank him out. It'll be an opposing strength roll.
Combine?
You're going to be going against 2 people with like 0 strength, essentially. But
Together, maybe it'll be really good strength.
okay, so both Fee and Can give me athletics, and we'll take the average.
Oh, athletics. Whoops.
I rolled a
you tell me
nat
what
20.
Nice.
I have a +0.
I rolled.
7.
No way.
I rolled a natural 1.
Together, they just it's mostly Fee, but they yank you right back out. You like fall onto the floor.
What's the big idea?
Gil,
How are you gonna breathe in that?
you can't just be jumping into mysterious chests of void.
Well, it's been working out for me so far.
Has it?
Not really.
We don't have time for this.
We don't. Or to go in the chests. Let's close the chest. We'll come back to that. Put a pin in it.
I feel like I stick
And
out
let's
like a sore
surprise
thumb.
them.
Fuck.
Hide behind a curtain.
All right.
Here? Should
How
I
many-
come out, Nate?
How many pillows are on the bed?
There's 3.
But
One
they're
of
not
them
big.
doesn't have a pillowcase.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll try and hide behind a curtain.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna stick out though.
Okay.
Gi-
So we have
Give me
curtain, and then where's Can hiding?
curtain.
Curtain.
Or I thought you were going to.
I bet multiple
I said
people.
under the covers.
Oh, you're going under the covers?
Oh,
so you
Can-
climb under the
Can-
covers
okay.
and you
Yeah.
immediately
There we go.
notice that it's wet as hell under the covers.
Ew.
I giggle from behind a curtain.
And then what are you doing, Fee?
I'll go behind the other curtain.
I got 23 on stealth.
Yes, everyone roll stealth. You have advantage on stealth, Nezrah, because you're in a closet like a normal person.
I know. I was kind of like, why didn't we all hide in there? But okay.
Yeah, why didn't you? You could've went in
I
there.
don't know.
15.
Has plenty of
Okay.
space.
So the way that I'm positioned, I also have like pillows kind of around my face so I can peek out just a little.
Like you're a stuffed animal.
Okay.
My face is more hidden than that.
I got 14. 14.
14, okay.
12.
12. Okay, you guys all feel like you're pretty well hidden. And to the point that the Jocelyn comes inside and he's like, "Hey guys, it's been 2 minutes." And he looks around. He just takes a quick scan and he's just like, "Okay, I guess they left." And he just walks out and closes the door.
What an idiot.
Amazing.
I rolled a natural 1 for his perception check.
Fire that man.
He's just a kid. He doesn't know any better.
Oh, child labor in this
Right.
store, I see.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Well, now what are you guys doing?
Waiting.
We're waiting for Hazen to come back with that guy who supposedly hired him to then
I
jump.
thought
you guys
Hazen
were-
wasn't coming back.
Hazen is not coming back. You guys are going to wait in his place for this person.
I see.
Okay, so we're just waiting for this dude.
Hazen's on the ship.
Oh.
Waiting for us.
Okay.
Guys, should I get the snare ready?
What do you guys dream about?
Yeah.
Guys,
Can
wait, hold
get
on,
the snare
important.
ready.
Yes.
All right, where are you going to put the snare?
Right in front of the door.
Yeah,
so
that
like
works
if
out
you
perfectly.
step in.
I was initially worried we were going to snatch up Hazen on accident.
Okay, so you're gonna spend the next minute setting this snare. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Oh shit, I have to get out and touch it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Talk about dreams. That'll.
I'm thinking about like possible scenarios where the guy comes in and is just doing weird alone hotel shit while we're just hiding in here, realizing
jumps
that he's
onto
gonna
the
be
bed.
alone. Like who knows what's gonna happen? But yeah, that's all I'm doing other than hiding.
Okay.
I mean, do you actually want to know what we dream about?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We got time.
Yeah. I guess I dream about a lot of things. But, yeah. I don't know. What do you
Such
dream
as-
about?
Jesus.
Wow, what a really interesting response you had there. I
My
feel
dr-
like I
look, my
learned a lot
dreams-
more about you, Fee.
I'm sorry, my dreams are a bummer and I don't want to talk about them.
Okay.
But what about
Then
your
why
dreams?
why the hell did you ask me then?
I mean, I feel bad. I feel like I can be a little harsh with you, Gil. I'm sorry. I just try to have us not die.
Oh, so you're like, you're taking in what I'm saying then.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, that's nice.
Sometimes we just like can't talk well. And I mean, I guess you're right. This is a place to talk.
Well, this one time I dreamed that I was really rich, and I like owned the city, but it wasn't made of gold yet, and I was trying to tell everyone to paint all the buildings gold, and they were like, that won't work, it'll get too hot, it will be too bright out, and I'm like, why are you arguing with me in my dream? And yeah, that's how it worked, but I was super rich, it was nice.
Huh.
Nez, what are you doing in that closet?
I'm just standing as perfectly still as possible and trying to.
You're not
keep
looking
quiet.
around or anything?
Nope.
What do you dream about, Nezrah?
Is this really the time to talk about dreams?
I mean, we're waiting.
We should wait quietly so that we can get a drop on the person that we're trying to get a drop on.
Yeah, but they're not here yet.
We don't know that. They could come in right now and we'd be talking and then we would lose our advantage.
Well, to be fair, you're already talking, Nezrah.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
I'm a sea monkey in my dreams.
Oh, wow.
What
I'm
does that
actually.
say about me?
I don't know. I haven't read about it, but I was like, I should read about that. And maybe there's some shit about dreams we can figure out or whatever. But I'm going to prepare Entangle in case Snare does not work. And so I'm going to ready the action Entangle on the contingency that they notice the snare beforehand and then it doesn't work. So, yeah.
You keep talking about it not working. Where's your faith?
I have faith in you, Can. I also don't
Thank
really have
you.
any hidey things or trappy things, so thank you. How is the trap going?
You have completed the trap.
Okay, so once I like arrange the rope and it's cast, I can crawl back into bed, right?
Yeah, it goes invisible.
Okay, I'm back in bed. I put the pillows kind of up around my face again. I leave a little breathy hole and a little peephole.
You're not sleepy, are you, Can?
Well, I was, but it's kind of hard to sleep in a puddle.
Oh gosh.
Gil.
maybe
There's
this-
a puddle?
Maybe this dude whizzed the bed.
Oh.
What?
Oh no, Can.
Gross.
It doesn't smell or feel like that.
Oh, that's good.
What
It
the
Why
feels
is
like
the bed
water.
wet?
How do you know what it feels like?
I know what water feels like. I dream
it's
about
just
being a sea
water.
monkey.
I'm talking about the whiz, Ken.
It's just. Why would there be water in a bed?
Why would there be pee in a bed?
Well, Can.
Wrong spot.
Oh.
I'm just gonna believe that it's water. Or juice
I hope
or
you're right.
something. It's not sticky though. It's
What?
water. It's water.
What a truly dark mystery, they say.
A pointless mystery as well. Just no reason for it except an unhinged mind. So yeah, you guys are gonna wait.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be like, Nezrah, everyone else shared their dreams, though.
Please, I feel like we're really breaking down the idea of what a trap is.
We're breaking
It's
down
okay if
boundaries.
it's an embarrassing
Friendship.
one.
Yeah, he must have that one dream where he's like naked in front of a speech.
You
That's
nailed
fine.
it, so there's no reason for me to discuss it any further.
That or he has bummer dreams too.
You're amongst friends.
That's true.
That's good to know.
What does it smell like in the closet, Nez?
Please stop engaging me.
Where's
What
Lynn?
are the curtains made out of, guys?
Yeah, they're straight up translucent.
They look nice, but they're really rough against the skin.
We can retroactively say that he's in the closet with with Nezrah, as that would be the easiest way for him to hide.
What about you, Loom? What do you dream about?
I mostly dream about, well, what can I say? That is,
Don't enable them, Loom.
let's see. I dream sometimes about a really big bowl of porridge that I just keep eating it, and no matter how much I eat, I keep getting fuller and fuller, but I know I have to finish this porridge, but barely any of it disappears, and I just keep eating it and eating it, and then I wake up.
Wow.
That's weird.
That sounds like a dream we should look up for
Were
sure.
you alone in the dream?
Usually, yes.
Do you like porridge, though?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
so that
wow.
changes it for me.
One of my aunts makes this really good porridge that she would give to the locals every year.
Does it have no N? Like that?
I don't know where she makes all of it, so who knows?
Well, you said it's bad porridge, so.
No, I don't know.
I mean, just in general, porridge is not my favorite.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
true.
the best.
He doesn't like porridge, so if he's eating bad porridge, he'd just be like, this is porridge.
Maybe you were hanging out with my aunt on the Astral Superhighway.
Perhaps.
But why don't you like porridge? What's wrong with it?
It's a texture thing.
It's kind of runny.
I don't
Well, I
mind
think
porridge.
maybe you're just adding too much water.
It's possible, but...
Have you tried brown sugar?
I've never tried enough to
about
try.
The idea that all of these people are hiding in stuff and just discussing porridge dreams, waiting for somebody to trap. Oh, man.
They're just there, like, shaking their head. Wait.
Nez, is there something behind us? I keep seeing a pinprick of light behind us.
Oh, that's creepy.
I turn around to inspect.
All right. Yeah, you easily see there's like a little runic symbol etched into the wall. You don't know what it means, but
You can touch it.
Uh-oh, they pre-trapped the room.
Shit. It's
It's a trap within a trap.
yeah, it's Jeff Daniels in Speed. I inspect the rune. Not
All right.
physically, just with my eyeballs.
okay. Use your rune lore skill. So I think you have a.
That's handy.
You're in
think
the
you have
right hiding spot.
Is it a +1 or a +2?
I currently have a +0.
Okay. Well, give yourself a +1 and go ahead and roll.
Sick. Fucking 6.
Just from its general appearance, you can't really tell anything about it.
The fuck is that?
The one thing you can tell just from physical examination without touching it is that it appears to be carved as opposed to like burned or painted or anything like that in the wood of the closet.
What does that usually mean?
Someone else was hiding in there.
Can I describe it to Loom and see if Loom knows what it is?
Sure. Go ahead and for that, give me a performance roll to see how well you can describe this to a since you don't recognize it.
5.
Oh my
5?
God.
Yeah.
No.
I tell him it looks like fucking Abraham Lincoln.
Let me see here. Could you... Is it just one symbol, or are there multiple symbols?
Couldn't tell you. I'm numpty as shit.
Can we?
It
try
does
to roll
look like
history?
one symbol to you.
Yeah, it's 1.
And there's
as he's asking you questions, you're able to answer these very simple questions. Like he asks if there's any pattern around the rune, and there isn't. He asks if it's like glowing a specific color, and it is not.
Ooh, does it look like the rune that I drew to get us from ship to ship before?
So it doesn't look like that rune, but if it was part of, you could tell it might be part of the same alphabet.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm gonna touch it.
All right, you touch it, and immediately the wall dissolves. Just disappears in front of you, and you're looking at another 3 feet of room and a rectangular hole in the floor that has a ladder that leads down.
There was a hidden room, and there's a ladder that goes down into...
Can I see down in it?
It gets pretty dark, but it looks pretty deep.
A ladder that just descends into darkness.
Huh. Should we throw a pebble down?
No. Weirdly enough, this is what I dream about, and whenever I throw something down in it, it takes it, and then tentacles come up and grab me and pull me into the darkness.
You dream about that? Is that an omen? Should we not go in there?
Sometimes I dream about it. Sometimes I dream about other things too.
Question, do you ever allow yourself in? Do you accept the tendrils to take you into the darkness?
I never have a choice.
Maybe if you just climb down there first, it won't get aggravated by having a pebble thrown at it, and it won't grab you, and you can just go down and be like, hello, my name is Nez.
I have no valid argument against that proposition.
Because in my experience, most things don't like having pebbles thrown at them.
Sure.
Yeah, you're starting off on a
solid
bad
logic.
hoof already
Yeah.
from get-go.
It's a very astute observation. I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like we're getting all these signs that we got to go down, you guys. I know you guys are like scared of the dark for some reason, but the dark can be helpful.
I'm gonna take this
Does it
opportunity
look like the
to
chest?
summon Sif.
Okay. Doesn't that take an hour?
Yes.
And a spell slot.
Unless it's a ritual, then be an hour.
Oh,
or
yeah.
10
It'd take
minutes.
a spell slot for 10 minutes or ritual for an hour.
No, it takes an hour regardless.
It
You just
does.
don't use a spell slot if you use a ritual. It just takes an additional 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Ever since you guys mentioned porridge, it's like all I can think about.
Hopefully they have a noodle shop. Maybe they have a porridge shop.
I think you're remembering it too fondly, and you're like, oh, I feel like it right now. But then
Maybe-
once you start eating it, you're going to be like, this isn't as good as
I don't know. Have you not had good porridge, Gil?
I'm not a big
too?
porridge dude.
These guys need some better porridge.
I also kind of questioned her ingredients, but we can get into that.
Yeah. Nez, does your floor hole look like the treasure chest hole?
I don't think he saw that.
Couldn't tell you. I don't know what it looked like.
Do you want to come look?
No.
It looked like an oily void.
So are you
Does
going?
it look like an oily void, Nez?
No, it just looks dark.
Are you going to go in, or
Is the closet dark, though? Could you see an oily void if it was an oily void in a dark closet?
There's enough light in the closet to know whether or not it would be an oily void.
Okay.
What does it smell like?
Your mom.
oh shit?
It smells like saltwater taffy.
It just smells like more hotel.
Yeah, it may be a little dusty.
I feel
guess-
like somebody's got to go in there, right?
Yeah, let's maybe go down the closet one.
I'm gonna stay here and see if he comes in this door.
I
I'm
mean,
also going to stay here because this was the plan.
All right, maybe you
Let's
and
give it
Ken
5
can go
minutes.
down there.
all
Fee?
right. Yeah.
And
That's
then-
fine.
Since you have the tooth, I'll tell you if any shit happens up here.
Okay.
Okay,
can't
well, the
believe we're
trap
doing
is
this
still
again.
set.
That's true.
What'd you say, Billy?
I can't believe we're doing this again.
Hey, easy. This is
Splitting
his
the
fault.
party again.
Giving us alternate paths and
I
whatnot.
mean, it doesn't have to be,
We
but,
do have the choice
we
to say
absolutely
no.
do, Yeah. Okay.
Why don't we give it a couple more minutes? And
Oh
then-
yeah, maybe this is an escape route if we need it.
We'll keep that in mind.
It just leads to the furnace.
All of a sudden,
Just open maw of fire. Okay, all right. My curiosity is driving me nuts, but we shall wait.
you're doing
All right.
great, Gil.
I'm proud of all of you.
Wow, thank you guys.
All right. So, how long are you guys planning to wait?
An hour.
We said
An
like 2
hour.
minutes.
So you're gonna take the waiting time to cast Find Familiar?
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna be here, I might as well. It's been a hot minute since
How-
Sif has hung out too, so I
How
kind of
long?
miss her.
How long does Snare last once it's cast?
Wait, are we actually taking an hour?
I'm just asking.
Until dispelled or triggered.
Oh,
Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'll try and.
because if we do have an hour, then yeah, I'll probably.
Yeah, is there a point where
probably
it's like this has
summon
been a while? We should
Crumb,
start
too.
like doing other stuff.
Like at some point, I feel like we just get a free inn room. And we can just rest.
Yeah.
And Fee can contact T, and everybody can have a little powwow, and we do the the JRPG thing where we all share our tragic backstories and figure out where we go from here
I would,
free.
Like if I have time, I'll try and attune to the spear more.
Okay. You do have an hour left on the attunement for the spear.
All right, I'm gonna start doing that.
Okay.
Somebody turn on TV, see what we got.
I'm just behind a curtain holding the spear and thinking real hard.
I'm trying not to fall asleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cam's gonna snooze.
Are you just going to be laying there, not doing anything else, or just kind of chilling?
Make a
I'm
Constitution
just chilling.
save.
I just imagine.
I'm trying to
Can
think
being
about.
like, they have HBO.
I'm trying to think about all of the unanswered questions in my life to see if now I know the answers.
You're pretty sure you left the door open to your house when you left. That's the one. the one thing. You don't remember closing that door.
You left the
Parents will
stove
close
on.
it.
Maybe.
No one has closed it since.
It's full of all the elements.
so
Probably for a reason.
It's just like a fucking sand dune.
Just blowing in the beach sand. Yeah, seagulls have claimed it.
Crabs are just.
This is my house now. Yeah.
So you guys spend an hour
Wow.
doing this stuff. Right as that hour comes to a close, the door slides open and a cloaked shape moves in to the room and is immediately captured by the snare.
Nice.
Upside down, their cloak falls over their head as they're upside down. You just hear, "Oh, what the fuck!" At that moment, Crumb returns. All right, yeah! Sif appears. And Gil, you hear a voice from the spear in front of you.
Oh, yeah. This is what I like.
And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh, God. Patrick Warburton's in the spear.
Amazing.
Bear. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
What an odd episode. We keep saying it, but really, everyone.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Yep, that
Funny.
was funky.
Yeah. Was it?
Funky evil.
Is it
There you go.
Hazen in the net? And he's like, I forgot my shoes.
Yeah, he came back to get his shoes.
Yeah.
He was running around outside with no shoes, stealing sketchbooks.
He was in some
He's
kind of
faster
hurry.
on his feet that way.
Just little
Go
pitter-patter of
easy on
your
him. He
feet on
didn't have a
roots.
good, father figure.
To tell him to put his shoes on.
Yeah.
And an even worse mother.
Everyone in Wolves Rest was wearing fucking flip flops. So
Yeah. Or just hobbit footing around.
yeah.
We let them breathe.
It's true. It's good for the exfoliation.
Yeah, you really air them out, but you also subject them to dropping
elements.
swords and shit all over
That's
them.
true.
Because people are just walking around. I think if you drop a sword on your foot, point down.
Likely.
I don't think your boot's going to
Aren't you
stop
gonna be
it.
happy to have a boot on at least, not open
Yeah, because then
toes?
it's harder to get off. You got a boot
Ladies.
pinned to your foot.
Aren't you glad I didn't wear a boot?
All right, now it's time for tonight's MVPC. The most valuable player character. I want to know who deserves an additional 1d10 of DM inspiration. Now, for those of you listening and for those of you around the table, Nezrah's 1, Gildebrand's 2, Ophelia's 3, and Kanak is 4. On the count of 3, I'll have you guys hold up the number of fingers corresponding to the person you believe deserves to be MVPC. Now, I'll give you a moment to decide, and then we will vote. Do you guys know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1, 2, 3, vote. Okay, we've got 2 votes for Nez and 2 votes for Can. Nez, why'd you vote for Can?
Stealing the deal with the concierge and getting us up to the room.
Very nice. And Fee, why did you vote for Can?
The trap. That was, really good to have the trap. And it worked. It seemed to have gotten this hooded figure. So, yeah, just coming in clutch here. Also, I agree on the porridge front. So, yeah, porridge is good.
Excellent. Gil, why'd you vote for Nez?
Nez is like leading the group. And Gil's just tagging along at this point. He still doesn't really know or care about why they're doing this, but he is ready to like see how Nez thrives in this position for now.
Excellent. And Can, why'd you vote for Nez?
Nez had the good sense to hold off on going down the mystery hole.
All right.
What tangent would we have gone on if I had made it into the chest?
Oh, God.
What tangent indeed.
Yeah, he's doing the more
There's a whole nother... we end up on a cliff, and I go through a door, and Mika kicks it off a mountain.
My favorite thing that's ever happened, I think. Kick the door open and just flies off into the distance.
Shit, Destiny!
All right, well, that means tonight's MVPCs are Nezrah, Kaziel, and Kanak, Anga. You each receive a D6, so don't be dicks, and use it in the next session.
NFX.
I'm gonna try. This is a weird dynamic for Nez to be in. I do declare.
I do declare. I do.
On occasion.
PP.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I do. Big old turd.
The defense rests.
I'm sorry, you guys just kicked me off the podcast.
I've been trying. I keep getting voted down. No, he's got the doo-doo humor.
We poo-poo that plan.
Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. Thanks to all of you listeners. Now, if you're listening and you want to let us know how much you like the podcast, head over to Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening and leave us a review. We will read any review we receive on the podcast, as you listened to earlier with Wingless. You can also leave a rating, and we would greatly appreciate 5 stars. It would make our days, our weeks, our months, our years, our life. So please consider doing that. If you want to give a little bit of extra love toward us, head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/D20_syndicate and consider making us warlocks with your patronage. Once again, as you learned earlier, we just had a brand new patron join up at the $30 tier, but we also have multiple tiers all the way down to, I think, what's our lowest tier? $1?
Yep.
$2?
Yep.
$1 tier. But some of the extra benefits are you get bonus content, behind the scenes content, and early access to episodes. So if you want to hear the D20 Syndicate before anybody else, that's your move. We've also got a Discord, and it is
free.
That's right. It's free. You can come hang out with us and our legion of laudless, lovey-dovey fans. So head over to the episode description, and there is a link, and you can come join us, hang out, shitpost, and, I don't know, talk about your life. We've also got merch, and our merch is at tpublic.com. Head to the D20 Syndicate page. Also, link is in the episode description, and see if there's any swag that might fit your particular drip. Other than that, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. See you next week. I'm your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Bye-bye.
I think I might be a tapestry for quiet desperation.
Did you audibly laugh in response? Because how? Could
I think
you
we
not?
were like snickering hard because we weren't far away, so it was like laughing in church.
God. Yeah.
The laundromat, our church.
Well, I guess that's my church.
Laundry Jesus.
Soap, we lift your name on high.
He cleans us free of sin in the rinse cycle.
I love Laundry God.
Just remember, it all comes out in the
Laundry
wash in
God
the
is
end.
Scott Stapp.
Suddenly, everybody turns around.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Everyone
"Loom,
starts
you
to
come with
romance
me."
him.
When we split up, me and Loom are gonna check the upstairs bedrooms for clues. Shaggy, you and Scoob go look in the fucking basement.
We all
Get the
just
fuck away from us.
You know what? IDs look terrible. Our passport IDs. We recently got those, and it was at Walgreens, and we never got it at Walgreens before. They'd take passport photos, but it was just like we thought we were going to go into like an area or something like that. We're right next to the
right
milk.
next to the dairy.
And he just pulls the sheet down, and you stand there, and people are like shopping, and he's like, "All right."
Yeah, the
In
stuff I
movies,
ended
they're
up
always
with, it
just
looked
like,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Or-
impressive. That's much more impressive to me now.
I don't think
after
it's
trying
real
to
though.
Fuck around. I mean,
I think it's movie magic.
They've been CGIing shawl hoods since the 80s.
That's actually what the first CGI was used for. Fun fact. Movie trivia.
Yeah. The technology that they built for the CGI shawl is actually the skeleton for what they used in Jurassic Park.
They were like making shawls, and they were like, "That kind of looks like a T-Rex."
And they used the same
Fuck
koala
it.
sounds for it.
Get Stevie S on the fucking phone.
it's such a natural progression from cloth
You're gonna want to
to
see this,
giant lizard.
Steven.
Hold on to your shawl.